I think we've heard a lot about flexible seating today, alternative seating. And for the last 3 years, I've put this grant. I've tried 3 years to get the grant. I've begged my principal, please let me do it. She finally said yes, and I got the grant this year. So I was all excited. I actually started through the summer, garage selling, yard selling, checking things out, trying to find some flexible seating. And I went ahead and started at the beginning of the year with what I had found. And it has been amazing for me. My experience has been wonderful. I've changed several things out, but then I found out I got the grant. And some of the things I'd purchased through the summer, I felt like may not last as long as I need them to last. So I was able to spend the money on seating that I felt like was going to last longer than what I had purchased through the summer. So the students, I've started, but we have ordered everything else, and it should be here this week, I think they're saying, so I'm all excited. But my students, like I said, I teach fifth grade math, so it's not the most exciting class, and they're not always excited to come to my room. They would rather be in Desiree's room. But I would never go back to traditional seating. I wouldn't. The students have been engaged. They have enjoyed them. They don't fight over their seating. They don't argue who's sitting where. I don't let them sit in the same spot every day. They have to change it up some. But they can't wait to see what's coming. They know some of it. I've ordered the yoga ball chairs, and we've ordered some taller tables, which we can stand, or we have the stools that go with them so they can stand or sit. And it's amazing to watch how they've changed their minds daily. Oh, I don't want to do that today. I think I'll go back and stand at the table. And I was kind of worried about whether or not they would think they could just interact, go from one chair to another through class. I've not had any of that. They know the expectations were when you find a seat, you're in that seat for the rest of the day. And academically, they are sitting, believe that or not, because I know I've taught for many years, and I've seen a lot of fidgety children, and children that sit on their hands, children that lay back in their chairs, lean back in their chairs. I've seen all of that. And the children that I notice that are the most fidgety, or if a child has a 504 because of ADHD or whatever, I've been able to accommodate and say, oh, little Johnny gets to use the yoga ball today, and notice such a big change on how much they pay attention and their attention span. I did the research prior to the grant, and what I found, I couldn't find, I think I found one negative when I was researching, and a lady said she had tried it for 2 weeks and just couldn't do it. And everything else I found was very positive, and I went with that. But the research that I found talked about flexible seating include burning more calories, using up excess energy, improving metabolism, increased motivation and engagement, creating a better oxygen flow to the brain, and improving core strength and overall posture. And it was most found in children that already initially had those tendencies to fidget and lay and lean back, that their attention was much more engaged in what we were doing in class. And I can't say enough good things about it. So I can't wait to get all the new things to try and see what goes on between now and the spring. But that's what my project is. And at the end, we're going to write about, they're going to talk about what they liked the most and what was more beneficial for them during class and that type of thing. So we're doing the creative or the writing process with them with that. And I've already done some data just collecting what they liked the most. So when I ordered things I thought that they, that they chose more, that they liked more to sit in. So I did do that before ordering, but that was my grant and what I'm trying. Yes.
So what kind of choices did they prefer?
The beach chairs. They love the beach chairs. They love, I actually found some, I don't have my picture up here, but I found some old coffee tables not coffee tables, but end tables that had the front on the back, and the back was higher. The front was lower and the back was higher. Remember those end tables way back when? And they were painted, but they love sitting on those in stools. They love sitting on the round. I ordered some of the round wobble seats. They're just round and they sit on the floor. They love those. But the beach chair overall was the favorite. I have a kitchen table and they enjoy it.
So sitting in a beach chair, what do they use for the desk?
Well, I have a coffee table. Most of the time when they choose the beach chairs, they're sitting at a coffee table. I paid $15 for it, like it probably was from the 1970s.
Were the administrators at your school supportive of it?
Not in the beginning. She wasn't. Miss Webb, I had to beg and plead for the first 3 years, and for the last 3 years, and she would say, no, we're not, no. And finally, this summer, I went in and sat down with her, and I said, I really want to try this. Just let me try it. If it doesn't work, I'll go back. So when they cleaned out my room this summer, they put all the desks up. She said, please keep 5. And I said, okay, sure. And I kept 4. And then I snuck those out later on. And she came in the other day. She said, you proved me wrong. You proved me wrong. And because she does, she comes in to check it out to see what's going on. But she said, you proved me wrong. And she came in the other day. I coach academics. And she came in and sat down to read for me, moderate for me. And she goes, where am I sitting? And so I went and got a stool, and I sat her down. She said, okay, this is pretty good. So she's with it now. And several of my peers, they got the innovation grant for the same thing. So she had to get over it.
I'm really excited about your grant.
Listen,
And
it's the
I'm
best
thinking-
thing
I
I've
think
ever
we
done.
need to network.
Yes.
Because I feel like that would really affect student engagement.
It has been
So,
one of the
you'll
best
hear
things
from
I've ever.
us.
I think I needed a change at this point, in my career. I felt like I needed a change, they needed a change, and it's been the best thing I've ever done.
Okay.
So get
You'll
with
be
me.
hearing from us.
Get with me. Anybody else? Okay. Thank you. Yes.
I just want to add.
Yeah.
Our primary is doing principal season,
Mhm.
and they have found some really inexpensive things. I want to share it. Old tires, they've scrubbed them.
I've
and
seen
they've
that.
them, and the kids
Pinterest.
Like a pillow down in it. But probably the most creative thing that I thought our first grade teacher had lost her mind. Someone donated a couch, and it was awful. And it was cloth. She bought $54 worth of duct tape and covered the couch and the cushions.
That's awesome.
And yes.
Pinterest is
Very
awesome.
cheap things.
Yeah.
And it's working for.
I've seen the
Kindergarten,
scoops.
first,
Have you
and
seen the
second grade.
scoops for
Yes.
lower grades? And they're not very expensive at all. I was trying to think, what else have we? Yes. I bought the laptop desk this time. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to add that it's not just for primary and elementary. The high, we did it 3 years ago with our high school STLP students.
Uh-huh.
They were absolutely in love with it.
The lady back, one of my colleagues back